Busy day yesterday, Mark. You happy the way it went?
Why? What happened yesterday? That was work done earlier on in the week. You only got to know about it yesterday.
The two. Luke McNally then obviously brings a bit of height into the defence, doesn't he?
He's a really strong player. Good athleticism. Yeah, tall, aggressive, both boxes, threat. You know, all those things. Still got quite a bit to learn, and really intelligent, nice lad, and look forward to seeing what he can do.
And Sean Maguire, a bit of experience up front.
Yeah, again, Sean's not played enough football, and an opportunity came to take him, and we were looking to do somebody else as well. And then Sean came on the radar, and we were still pursuing that. But Sean coming in gives us another body up front. And obviously we've lost Callum O'Hare for the rest of the season. We've let Martin Waghorn go out. So, like I say, I won't say direct replacement for either of those, but at least there's somebody there that knows the Championship. And again, we've got to get him up to speed, help him get up to speed. But when we get him up to speed, he's a really good player. He's a talent. So I'm looking forward to seeing what we can do with him, and likewise we've got Eccles, Tyler Walker, and Matty Godden training with us again. And
with Maguire, does he sort of complement Victor Gyökeres, or was he someone that can come in for him? Or?
No, I think complements. I think with Matty and Tyler being really close, then obviously it makes sense adding somebody who's different to what we've got. It makes sense there. So with having Vic in that position, and Vic, you can't replace Vic because there's nobody really like him anywhere else in the division. So we've got a decent complement of strikers. Again, we just need to get them all up to speed. We've got 19 games left. This one's a big game against Huddersfield, but it's a big game because we've lost the last two league games. So tough games they were. As we know, the game against Norwich was almost done after 18-19 minutes, and we managed to start to play and drag ourselves trying to get back into the game, and the two goals we scored were really good. We had opportunities to try and level that up, but we just didn't have enough and gave ourselves too much of a mountain to climb against the top team. Really, the top players in that team. Yeah,
just finished off on the signings. You mentioned you were after another one. So are you done, or are you hoping you might bring?
No, we've got some plates that are spinning, or a plate that's spinning, but we'll see. But I'm looking at essentially we're done.
And you've alluded to it, this game against Huddersfield, so you're on a little bit of a run without a win, albeit you've played the top teams. But is there a little bit of pressure on the team for this one?
Well, there's always a bit of pressure, and I think that's a good thing. But ultimately we just need to get back on it, and we needed that help. With the players that are out, we've not had a squad. So ultimately what we've done is we've tried to add to that to give us a squad, and then there's not too many new ones come in. There's some players have gone out, and it just gives it a natural freshness, and it needed that. It was just sometimes it can be a little bit stagnant, and then you need that fresh air that blows through, and that's what we've tried to do really. And the players that have come in are hungry. There's no doubt about it. Young one, and then one that's sort of in the midst of his career, who's sort of hit a little bit of a stumbling block, but also somebody hungry, ready to do well. So with Sean, he's desperate to. He's got a point to prove. Feels like he's got a point to prove, which is fine. But ultimately, he's got to get used to how we work and operate. And but if he gets to the point where he's right, he's a real good player, a real decent asset for us. So in the short term, it was a really interesting one, really.
Yeah, lovely. All right, good luck. Thanks very much. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Hi, Sean. How are you doing?
Oh yeah, pal. Yeah, good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. So welcome to Coventry City. You excited?
Yeah, really excited, to be fair. I was in with the group yesterday for the very first time. Training intensity was really high. Lads are really welcoming. I know a few of them anyway. Just from playing with them and just knowing friends of friends. But I played against most of the guys anyway, so yeah, it's been a good couple of days, and I just can't wait to get going now.
You're seen as a striker at times, but you've also tended to play, haven't you, in other positions, sort of round about the number 10 or on one side of a 3, haven't you? Do you see yourself in varying roles?
Yeah, I suppose a good few years ago I probably would have renowned myself as just a striker, but I've kind of changed my game in recent years. I know I've probably played about 170 games for Preston, but most of them I've probably not played as a striker. I've played mostly on the wing, or as you say, as like a false 9 or number 10. So I can play pretty much anywhere in the front 3. You know, I've had discussions with the manager on what he wants from me, and I'm really excited. Feel like I have a point to prove, not just to everyone else but to myself, because I've kind of the last year and a half I haven't reached the expectations I have in myself. So this fresh start with this club, and I feel like with this manager, obviously being a striker himself, I think he can really get the best out of me and get back to the form I was producing before. It's kind of been a bit of a different season for me this year. You know, first pre-season game I was ruled out for 12 weeks or something. So I missed best part of the first 10-15 games. So I got back fit, got back in the team, started a few games. I think I played like 10-11 games this season, and then for whatever reason I haven't been involved the last month or so. But I've been training away with Preston. I'm fit and available now. Trained yesterday, so it's just about waiting for that opportunity whenever that comes, and I'll make sure I'm ready for it.
Have they talked to you, the other players, about the atmosphere at the arena and the home fans?
Yeah, small discussions with some of the boys. I've seen like the average attendance from last night. I think it's like 18,000 or something like that. So it's a pretty big ground, and obviously a good travel support. Anytime we played Coventry at Deepdale, they've brought thousands there. So they've a great support, and hopefully I can give them something to cheer about, whether that's on Saturday or in the next couple of months, and hopefully further on from that.
All the best, Sean.
Cheers, pal. Thank you.
Thanks, mate.
Thank you. Bye.